This has been it. Yep. Hello.
Hi. Welcome back to my channel.
No, this is the time we go. Like
sorry.
and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, please. Oh, I even use my manners.
Oh yeah, that's a new thing. What you doing?
Change the gearbox oil.
Let the steak out.
Yeah, getting rid of some stank. Putting in some Royal Agritrans.
As if the steak of the tank yesterday wasn't enough, we're going to start the whole smell process all over again.
Literally.
This car is just an assault on the senses. Smells, sounds, visuals.
So we're back. This is Jambo Race Day. Everyone's a little bit dusty.
No, we feel fine. We had coffee. When that wears off, we'll feel dusty.
Nick over here is just getting his car ready. Went at 8.1 at 165 yesterday at the qualifier, so that was pretty good. Pretty happy?
Stoked. Absolutely stoked. So hopefully today we can better it a little bit. That'd be awesome. And I'm gonna make sure the gear position sets in the right spot. We might use it.
Hey, nitrous? Yeah.
Get the catches mid. I'll stand at half track. Nick's over there f***ing about with his car, doing something or other, and his entire crew's over here doing all.
That wasn't even paying any attention. I'm sure he's fine. Whatever he's doing, I'm sure he's fine.
It's a reliable crew, I'd say.
He's literally never broken.
Yeah.
Ever. Do some talky.
Get some.
We'll get some. What's going on?
Just gonna come in here and race car.
Good chat. You put a little bit of effort or what?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah? No, to the camera, not to the track.
It's round robin, which is good, means I've got 3 minimum. Round 1, I'm racing an Andrew Robinson, not sure who that is. Drag Brumby, he kept putting it up, Errol did. Andrew Robinson went 8:49 last night, he went 8:46 before that, 8:69. So we've got it turned down a little bit more, so hopefully it just goes. We're not trying to, I don't care if I win or lose it, I just don't want it to spin, I'm overspinning it. Well, I've only got one setting in the ECU. The keypad at the moment is not really going to help me. I can't turn it up where we are. Good, because I don't need to be turned up.
Listen to him.
No, but if I go out there and you go, track's good, and I turn it up, it's got soft front suspension in it, and it's got no weight in the front. All it's going to do is sit on the bumper.
Yes.
So we pull power out of it.
Correct, yeah.
Pull power out of it so it shouldn't wheelie. If it does go, it shouldn't wheelie. Like, it's got less power in it than it did last night, and last night was stable as f***, but it was good.
Cool.
Yeah, mate, left or right. Okay.
Well, Nick's lost interest, so let's see what happens when we get up there.
One down. Oh, I love this thing. I don't know what the 60 was, but it felt pretty slowy, but it was a win. I don't know what the light was, but it didn't feel that great. It was green. That's all that mattered. It didn't need to be stellar, it just needed to be green. Oh, there's a problem in there. I'll check the fluid. It might be low on fluid. I think it's pushed the extension housing out. It's hard to be leaking. Thank you very much. We're just going to check that, get it up, check it. 813, 166. We are so close to Dad's record. It's not funny. We are so close. And we pulled a bit more out. It went 124, so the track is better. I didn't think it would be stellar, but it is better. I need to get that, jack it up and just see what the fuck's going on with this box. That's concern. 520 to the 8th, 135, so we're getting really close, 135.6, so we have picked up a fair bit from Sydney in the 8th, mile an hour wise. It's just we can't get to 60, or I didn't try to get to 60, but we're not after the 60 today, because I don't think the track is there for a 60, but the track is there for an 8.1, that's sick. Yeah, this has got some noise. Gearbox noise. Hope I haven't broken it or heard it. I don't think it broke it. I think it's just, it could be low on fluid because I did check it about 100 times, but the dipstick on this sucks. Like, I hate the dipstick. It could also be tail shaft or the extension housing's coming out and like dragging or something, but you'd think that would just change the speed, not gear. So maybe check the motor bolts and stuff, but it's not noisy when it's an idle, so I don't think it's that. Hopefully it just goes. Still go. All right, pull back in.
Hey, Nick, what happened? What happened?
A13 something, I don't know. Car's hurt, need to fix it now.
Yeah. Also lost a bonnet pin.
Yeah, it explains why it was bouncing around so much. That scoop was just going ballistic.
Must be an RPM thing.
Something's probably walking while it's...
I don't think it'd be walking. It's probably the bracket. I don't think it matters until it's high RPM.
Need another drive belt. I'm more worried about the gearbox. Yeah. Good pass.
But not from inside the car, apparently.
Apparently not, no.
Yeah, the one that you gave me.
Are you changing your trans fluid again?
Yeah.
Is it full?
140 degrees.
Ooh.
The brake in on the way back. Probably the reason why it's a bit noisy. Hopefully we drain it and there's no chunks. Want to see our biggest fan?
I do appreciate a good blow job.
Yeah, hold on to it. This is I f***ed up a second ago and it can stick in the baffle.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
How'd you go? Are you happy with it now?
Kinda.
This one here is going to have nitrous on second gear, isn't it?
Hopefully. If it's all set up right, it should be after 4 seconds it should come in.
Like, all the way in there.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah. Have a chippy, Nick. Have a chippy.
I don't want it.
I feel like I'm in the middle of something here.
I don't like it. Oh,
Aaron!
Stop jerking it so hard. Can we get a rag, please? Rag.
Let's push it back into the tank.
In you go. No, because it's not sealed at the back. Yeah, well, why are we worrying about popping it up? It'll just fall out. Yeah, that's the problem. If it falls out after the burn it, then they're going to go back. And it'll be like, it's just fuel, bro. It's fine.
It'll dry.
Wow. What are you doing? You're not actually trying to draw a Mustang, are you? Oh, no.
Make sure you draw the part where it's fast.
Right, like fast at the bottom is fast.
We're gonna fix Brooke's t-shirt. She brought the wrong shirt out here.
We're gonna need a bigger piece of race tape for the back.
I'll let you do this, Brooke.
What are you doing?
Oh man!
What are we doing, Nick?
We're just gonna try hold the bonnet down. I think it'll stay because those clips are like they're much better. So hopefully,
What happened last time? It bent the shit out of the clip, didn't it?
it bent the shit out of the clips and one didn't come back. So it's somewhere down there.
Plan for round 2, mate.
Drive it straight line down the track.
Hey, that's good information. I'm glad that's the chat that we had. Now, how about you explain your nitrous stuff, you please?
Might come on, might not.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
M-tron things. We may not have hit all 64,000 parameters before it'll turn on. Hidden parameters needs to be going left, things like that.
Well, the truck does go to the left,
Yeah.
so you should be right.
Should be what M-tron be like, no, it needs to have a side G load before it'll turn the nitrous on. If it doesn't have a side G load, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to find a different way to make that happen.
You got it coming back on in 4 seconds, don't you?
Yeah, 4 seconds it'll come back on. 4 seconds is like well and truly in second.
Oh, right.
I'm out of first at like 2.6 or something.
Right.
So it should go first, second, and then settle, and then should come before the 8th, but it should be a little while before the 8th.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real, man. If it does what it should do with 120 horsepower in it at 4 seconds,
Three or 4 more.
maybe more. Yeah. It's like it's 10% of the power. Obviously, there's many parameters, i.e., and you know, turbos being small and all the parameters that go along with it. But
So who you got round 2?
101.
We have this thing for round 2. And then,
Last year's winner.
yeah, and then round 3 we have
Handiwork like you've
this
got
thing.
on the
Have you showed the aerodynamic tweaks on the front?
We lost the bonnet pin on the last run, so that's been addressed. We're trying to stop the bonnet from lifting, so that's been addressed. It's fine, mate. You'll be fine.
Oh, I hate it so much. It hurts me.
You love it.
I don't. It hurts me. It's such a pretty car, and we've just thrown tape over everything.
It's either that or it might hurt you.
Oh yeah, it could. No, I reckon I'll go airborne. But the problem is we don't have time between now and third round to go get another bonnet. If we can get another bonnet, we can't get it in an hour.
Let's go round 2.
Come back around by the finish line anyway, but I had to try it. I had to give it a crack. I had to try something because he did have a lot more than I did. Gave it a go. Gave it something on the start line. I had to have a crack at it. I did leave him for dead, but he had way more on it. He probably ran a 60 again, or maybe even I don't know what I ran, but it didn't feel that stupid fast. So it's probably like another teen, maybe 20 or something, maybe 30. I don't think the nitrous came back on. It felt pretty normal out the back. That gearbox, oh, it does stink. My Jambo Race awesome. The noise is gone. I had to try some on the tree. I don't know how red it was, but it was close. But it did go, which was cool. It went out of the 60 and it moved, didn't spin, which, I mean, look, okay, we probably just put ourselves out of contention for the kid in the final and things like that, which does suck, but we're not here to win. We're here to just learn the car and go quarter mile and run the car and just get used to the chute and all the stuff that goes along with it. So, couldn't be happier. That had a lot more revs in it over the finish line than it did last time, but that could have been dead converter. We'll find out in about 10 seconds. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, no, 844 at 162. That converter is done. Gearbox is sore, converter's done. I went 031, I went 542 to the 8th, it was slower. So it went 130 to the 60, that's the slowest 60 this car's ever done under power. So I'd say the gearbox and the converter is just over it. This is not a 7-second gearbox and converter, I guess. He went 795 at 187. He come around me like I was standing still. He kicked my ass, but that's okay. I had to try something. I went 031 on the trees. That's where he got me. I think this fluid's looser than the other fluid. And the other fluid might have just been holding it in there long enough to get it out there, but that's okay. That's A-okay. If it went another 8-1 and I actually went good on the tree, I would have had him. But racing, man, what do you do? Probably should have put a good bottle in it too. I don't think an ice just came on, and if it did, it just killed it. But if we lost half a tenth in the 60s.
How do you think you went?
My converter is done.
Is it?
Yep.
Did that spray? Oh, that
Converter's done.
She got the stag.
What was the mile an hour?
162.
Oh, yes. Did the spray work?
I don't think so. It didn't sound like it did anything. It sounded like it was revving like no, I didn't get off it. But he come around me anyway. He was first at the finish. I had to try it and start one. I'm like, he's got heaps on me. You've got to give it a go. It only went 130 to the 60.
Oh.
It's the slowest 60 it's ever done.
Now we just don't tell off and we see if we can suck her out. Hey Brooke, we might cross out that whoosh thing on the back of the car there. It's not going whoosh anymore.
Still went faster than the Super Crusader. I think we'll see what the data says, and if maybe we just no gas. I think the gas might just go too much for the converter. Because it went 5.4 to the 8. Like it was slow in the car. I'm like, God damn it, this does not fit. And then it come up, and I was like, and I'm like, it's revving a lot, and it doesn't feel that fast. I reckon that fluid's lighter. I wouldn't be surprised if that's not the problem, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the difference.
Oh, that stuff seemed pretty thick when you're pouring it, though.
So does John Deere. Notice I didn't blow through the converter until I went in. How many passes in Sydney? I changed it 4 months. Not a problem. We did all day yesterday on that same fluid, and then come back, change the fluid, did one run. And I would argue that the run we did this morning wasn't crazily more than the run we did last night.
The converter's not
rain now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, converter's left the chat. It's just not tight enough for what we need. Turns out that 813 is all this whole girl's got left in her, I guess. If we get to run again, I'll run again just because I want to run Scott. Only reason.
Try and psych him out on the tree.
It'd just be cool to run against him and have a photo of both cars together and like that, but I think, yeah, it's not going to go any faster than it did. So, but now my idea is have a few weeks off, maybe a little gearbox out and get it to kit, and we can go through it, make sure it's okay, get the converter, so I know what I'm up for in a converter. It might just be a stator change, it could be a whole converter.
We basically put a new converter in it and changed the oil when we got here, and it's got some other weird oil that we've never used before in it. So we're going to go and put the last of the John Deere tractor fluid in it, which is, I think it's thicker, and it might tighten up a little tiny bit.
It might help. I don't know. I think, honestly, I think the next event, Palmyra would be cool, but I want to try do that Midnight Mayhem.
Hey, I'm down for that, man. Well, I'm down to take your car there anyway.
Like quarter mile, they run from, I think it starts at 2, they run till 2. But it's because at that time of the year the air's sick, and it's like, and it's summer, it's November, and that's the same guys do all those street 20 test days, so the track will be, and it's like, if we're going to run a 7, that's probably the event to do it at. We were always going to swing with this. We weren't coming in knowing it's going to run a 7. This was like the numbers say it should be close. 813, we're close.
That's close.
We're closer than we were before, so.
I'll tell you what though,
it's a little bit sad.
It's not looking great.
Like the camera's wet.
So we're done in the end. Nick did a converter, we think.
We think it went 844 at 162, riding the limiter nearly the entire way. I didn't quite get the limiter, but it was close. Yeah.
We ended up calling it. It was supposed to be him versus Hoff in round 3, and Hoff called it as well.
Hoff said he couldn't be, his tyres were dead, so I was like, well.
I think Hoff's tyres died a couple of events ago, but yeah.
Hoff's tyres were dead, and was over it. We could have ran again, but there was no real reason. It's hurt something. It's injured. After its 813 this morning, we sort of knew it wasn't going to go at 7. After that, it was hurt, so we weren't going to get the number we wanted. So there's no real reason to break it for no reason.
Down a little tiny bit from Sydney Kenda, but Sydney has a better track.
We went 520 on that pass, so it's been went 515 in Sydney. But it went 135.8 just then. So by far, that was a mile an hour up in Sydney.
Yeah, right.
But the track's just not, the 60 foot's just not there.
Oh, dude, it's not here at all this
Like,
weekend, eh?
It's just, and that's not pissing or moaning about it. It's just a slick. It's a slick and radial event. Whereas at a Kenda, it's only radial. You can just accommodate for radials only.
And it gets to a point of the day where they're not going to scrape it and prep it after every car goes down.
And
so
as soon as that converter said, I've had enough, we could change fluid and stuff, but it's never going to be stellar. Like, we might have gone an 820 maybe, and it's like, why bother? Why go 820s when we know the thing's capable of going teens or O's? So we're just going to take a little break on it, I guess, regroup, come back and go for that 7.
and I don't know what our next video will be, but it'll probably be another one of those drag chat bench racing videos, no doubt, because I don't know what the future holds for us at the moment.
7 is there.
We want to do Mackay Kenda, so we'll probably be getting ready for something like that.
Maybe. I want to do Midnight Mayhem instead, to be honest.
You can do both. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but if I had to choose.
Yeah, that's the choice.
Oh, dude.
Alright, I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
See you, bye.